the year 2348. Here in the age of CRA'AB. Previously, extensive modification. Higher forms of CRA'AB. Also, the final challenge has been set forth to settle the issue of artificial intellect once and for all. Could a machine possess the will to battle? We may yet find out. Okay, so the planets have to be out of colony phase before I can set up exotic material production on them. That's one of the main things that we're leaning into now economically. As I have a couple of, hefty developed worlds using fancy industries. Gotta generate more bits. And yeah, we're just kind of cruising on into the end game. To face whatever final peril awaits CRA'AB.
Concluded.
Having learned of the dark matter.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Yeah, we got enough going on that a lot more mineral are
Construction
called for.
project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Demand is kind of caught up with previously abundant levels of
Construction
construction.
project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Although, yeah, that kind of thing is what the market is for.
Construction project concluded.
You've already got a Ministry of Production. More minerals have to enter the system somewhere. Unless the economy just sort of creates minerals from nothing. Minerals are an idea. We import minerals from the cloud.
Construction project concluded.
And yeah, influence is what's limiting development out it this way.
Research concluded.
Right, among the things that were being worked on was clearing out these pirates. With a lot of fleet power available, it's feasible to start taking them down. The louder CRA'AB becomes, the more difficult it is for other creatures to properly invoke the identifier. CRA'AB is a very powerful name. Like a business run.
Supplied.
Seems like a fine place for a throwdown.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
We may as well
Special
download those
project
mummies
concluded.
back into existence so we can fight them. Alright, our successfully reassembled
Construction project
population
concluded.
of you, the Awoken.
Construction project concluded.
Egalitarian
Construction
mechanoids.
project concluded.
who naturally have no right to anything that they do not claim personally in combat. Hand to hand.
Construction project concluded.
If these are truly such wise and ancient beings, they better bring it.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
And let's see, then the main fleets are 20 and 16,000 power. Sounds right for another round versus the Raiders. Build it up.
Research concluded. Construction project 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 concluded.
These poor tiny planets that so easily run out of job slots. You hate to see it happen.
Construction project concluded.
We have +8 dark matter. Where do you even put that into use? Just swimming in the stuff with no known practical application for it.
Research concluded.
Yes, beam. Our chosen heavy weapon.
Research concluded. Construction project 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 concluded.
It might still be a while before the crisis shows up.
Construction project concluded.
And CRA'AB are kind of already into the late game hegemony state of things. CRA'AB are big and unlikely to be unseated by any other contemporary power.
Construction project concluded.
Some influence of the deep.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
I could also put in purchase orders for exotic material. Nothing prevents that. The economy is big.
Concluded.
CRA'AB already have perfect habitability everywhere. So I suppose
Project concluded.
could be to the benefit of other inhabitants of CRA'AB worlds.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
That was a good time with the caravan. "100% crime." Oh, at some point, the Masera came back. The Emersera. These lads. Bringing their vast crime reserves with them. After I've removed the pirates, then we could start, like, pursuing aggression in earnest against the monopoly. shove them right off of our lawn into the deep.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Yeah, given the way things are, I might not bother waiting for the endgame crisis. Set some other pre-crisis goal and work at that. Since, as of this session, the next large update has already happened.
Construction project concluded.
How do we stack up versus an old at this point? A greater economy. Still absolutely not enough power.
Striking hostile station.
There is still an independent Beldross state for now. Lyrites have been steadily encroaching on them. May it become necessary to move to defend the historic younger brother of CRA'AB.
A declaration of war has been announced. Research concluded.
Preserve the dignity of our rivals.
Construction project concluded.
May as well let a research ship dissect all of that. Perfectly usable weapons in pirate corpses. Since my influence supply has been clamped down on by the mistake of entering a federation. Although, still worth it to maintain association with the battle clans. The fighting rats. Well, no, it's a bird civilization. I guess, is that a racketeer who's made it over there? Do any rackets live among you? Have we exported racketeers into your land? Possibly. You know, the fact that that's the kind of thing that happens, it's alright. That just validates our association with the space birds.
Construction project concluded.
But yeah, I was considering, so we have these primitives out here, if I uplift them into a protectorate and then let that protectorate grow into this space for management purposes. These Stone Age primitives, if I just gradually drag them into the sky. These primitive bugs.
Construction project concluded.
Fanatic xenophobes.
Research concluded.
Moderate xenophobes. Xenophobe materialists. Once more, an age of crime on CRA'AB. Situation normal.
Shipwreck studied. Fascinating. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Okay, they are going too far back for repair. We'll let them cruise on over, be rebuilt, and then return to the front.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Shipwreck studied. Fascinating. Construction project concluded.
Integration also costs a lot of influence, though. Right, I had this colony ship that was on their way out here, and then an event just made that planet settled, so I don't need this anymore.
Shipwreck studied. Fascinating.
Let's go wild. Just vanish.
Research concluded.
And now the process can begin.
Construction project concluded.
Void beam. There's how we use dark matter.
Construction project concluded.
Same way you use any other kind of matter. Accelerate it into a beam.
Construction project concluded. Research concluded.
Stringing a bunch of impressive sounding words together to secure funding is an important part of the practical world of CRA'AB academia. And the theoretical
Research
world.
concluded.
One of the founding principles of CRA'AB academia. Very hard. The imagination of CRA'AB.
Construction project concluded. Shipwreck studied. Fascinating. Construction project concluded.
I feel like I'm being allowed to build too many numistic shrines. I don't think I had license for that many numistic shrines. I guess they're here, though. What was shall be. And so the Void Beam, extremely good shield deleting weapon. Mediocre everything else. Terrible everything else, really. Range 120. I don't think I'm really worried too much about ship designing.
Construction project concluded.
I would prefer if combat and ship designing were involved enough to invite your attention. They remain fairly number wank, though.
Construction project concluded.
We already have reasonably effective beams. So ends the Bessedin Raiders, even though our fleets were repelled at the last minute, I guess? Even though no ships were, like maybe a couple of ships were lost from Patrol Flotilla? Weird.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Yeah, we're only halfway through our Ascension perks, but it kind of feels like CRA'AB has accomplished what they set out to do. CRA'AB is proven.
Construction project concluded. Evading hostiles.
I like this guy.
Construction project concluded.
We have much to discuss. Yeah, once the fleet finally wanders home. That's someone who gets it. There they are. You're faced with a space station that allegedly has a comparable amount of firepower. Allegedly.
Construction project concluded.
This fleet won't reappear for another, what, entire year? There are things that don't make any damn sense in how Stellaris is set up. How is this supposed to keep wars interesting? How is that supposed to contribute to the flow of battle?
Spaceports sustaining damage.
Alright, so here we have a battle. 56,000 health in the station. The 16,000 health of ships. Huh. Station is actually managing to do real... Well, the station has tier 4 and 5 weaponry. And tier 4 defenses. Against these boats that are made of 3 and... Yeah, I think these are effectively 4 on the absolute scale. 3.5. A 4 turned on its side. Intrigue.
Research concluded. Construction project concluded.
Interesting. Who have we granted access to? Oh, did the Beltros become affiliates? Or are you? I wouldn't worry about it.
Construction project concluded.
Some sort of non-hostile neighborly presence within the borders of
Construction
CRA'AB.
project concluded.
Yeah, blue is allied. Yellow is some manner of neutral that are allowed to be here for reasons right now. Yes. Or these ones are Federation fleets. The Federation fleet is horribly splintered, and I have been just sort of abruptly handed command of it. I guess. Maybe.
Construction project concluded.
Another aspect of things that I could easily be led to ignore.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Your fleet retreated from a battle. It gets to cease to exist for a year. Who thought that was wise? We have to go further beyond Shattered Retreat. Especially since also that takes all the ships that were trying to go and reinforce that fleet now don't know what's happening. All of these orphan ships that are associated with nothing.
Shipwreck studied. Fascinating.
There. In case I ever have to do ground combat again. 43 armies of CRA'AB gene warriors.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
The Emperor CRA'ABs. Everyone a perfected organism.
Construction project concluded.
The absolute unit.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
An overabundance of 300 consumer goods. Okay, we have a surplus. Time to destroy the price of sporting equipment for everyone.
Construction project concluded. Construction project.
And yeah, the non-hostile skull is the enigmatic cache. The friendly mystery tube.
Construction project concluded.
Just floating there being mysterious. Doing his tubes on.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Fleet enhancement supplied.
So I can also start to repurpose the districts of Scholardome. I think that we have room for 2 arcology planets. Yeah, we'll get some of those made and take a look at them. Where, as of said next update, which CRA'AB cannot dwell in due to save incompatibilities, Ecumenopoli received a substantial, relevant, and flavorful nerf
Construction project concluded.
of the alternate districts that they get cost exotic material to build and sustain.
Research concluded.
So this late game economy thing of making a lot of synthetic fancy material, that is an engine for it to feed into.
Construction project concluded.
As a destination to work toward.
Construction project concluded. System survey concluded.
That's a lot of material. That's a lot of rocks in these pirate systems. Pirate gold in space. Fascinating.
Fleet enhancement supplied. Construction project concluded.
Oh, and there's also another primitives out here. It would cost quite a bit to leap out there and just seize that system directly, but that could be worthwhile. Grab them, uplift them, and then let the 2 protectorates fight it out.
Construction project concluded.
Yeah, a competition.
Construction project concluded.
This is a really nice planet, though. Not much raw size, but those districts. So much resource capacity.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Strategic levels of damage caused by CRA'AB violence. Time for a fight.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Look, there's been a wave of dishonorable conduct
System survey
deep in the underhives of CRA'AB.
Construction project concluded.
We need to hire more referees. More numerous, larger, better armed referees. It's the only way to keep things fair and fun for every CRA'AB.
Construction project concluded.
Never heard from those stray mercenaries again.
Research concluded.
Guess they got tired. Guess they went home gateways,
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
I don't know if they ever fixed the, So since the rollout of the trade system, there were problems with a lot of extra slowdown happening once gateways were active.
Research concluded.
Because they forced a bunch of recalculating of pathfinding for deciding how close everything is to each other. No idea what the state of that is. As of 2.7, I think is this build.
Construction project concluded.
The sort of thing they probably are going to continue grappling with indefinitely. They're moving on up with our guidance.
A declaration of war has been announced.
We've shown them how to set fire to rocks. A fleet with 58 out of 29 ships in it. What's your story? What happened to you? How and why do you exist in your current state of things? I've not been trying to pursue the L-Gate. We're at 4 out of 7 on it.
Another scientific breakthrough.
We might be able to defeat the L-Gate. Not terribly worried about the gate, though.
Construction project concluded.
The L-Gate could be kind and gentle. You don't know until you open it. Go defeat this last pirate boat.
Initializing hostile engagement protocols. Construction project concluded. Initializing hostile engagement protocols. Construction project concluded.
The curators also said we might have enough firepower to deal with the fortress. And that was a while ago that they made that call. Wise bugs. Tell us of the mysteries. Certainly within reach. We'd better bring it then.
Shipwreck studied. Fascinating.
That kind of hypothesis really needs to be put into the test. To the test, in the field.
Research concluded.
I feel like I'm not supposed to have a license for this many Numismatic shrines.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Something has gone slightly awry with that.
Construction project concluded.
All right. There it is. For 200 influence and 20,000 mineral. Very much a mega project in its own respect.
Construction project concluded.
Crime rates are down, good to see.
Research concluded.
Now that we have proper administrative presence out in the field.
Construction project concluded. Fleet enhancement supplied. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
I could stand to nominate another planet for sciencey things. Well, I won't worry about that. Scholar Dome is going to... This is not its final form. Scholar Dome must ascend to the next level of the art. For 200 influence. Yeah, this is all pre-relics. And I will probably allow some time for the dust to settle on the archaeology content before returning to Stellaris again. Some of the things you can get via archaeology are a bit much. They've been spoken of elsewhere.
Construction project concluded. Research concluded.
Consumer goods are worth less than the minerals they're made out of. What a time to be alive.
Concluded.
What marvels
Construction
CRA'AB inflicts
project
upon the
concluded.
world.
Research concluded.
Soon.
Construction project concluded.
Knowledge of ancient orbs.
System survey concluded.
CRA'AB precursor was the Voltwins. The Voltoans. We got their powerful vapor planet, their stank giant.
Construction project concluded.
That happened relatively early on.
Research concluded. Construction project concluded.
Need one of those on CRA'AB. Alright, let's challenge the enigmatic fortress. We're about to figure out Titans. That means we need to free up naval capacity. Here at Mystery House.
Concluded.
So our capital ships were completely ruined, but the Smalls fight on. Poking away with bullets.
Situation log updated. Situation log updated.
Time to explore the mysteries. Where else do I even have another science ship floating around? All the way on the opposite side of space.
Construction project concluded.
Let's bring you home.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
And more of our little baby colonies get to grow up. The worm worlds. Learning community. Growing environment. Place where what was still is. What was could be yours.
Construction project concluded.
Close the cycle today.
Construction project concluded.
Knowledge of the largest. The most boat. One big. Two points of regenerative hull, one trash dispenser. The pinnacle of CRA'AB engineering. And nanobot cloud. Sure, looks like a fleet composition.
Construction project concluded.
Yeah, you're gonna get there on time. Suppose I could also be buying a lot of mineral.
Special project concluded. Science ship sustaining damage.
Well,
Evading hostiles.
Fort's haunted. Yes, we disengage, lose track of the fleet for 10,000 years. The usual.
Construction project concluded.
And more orphan fleets will be forced into existence.
Construction project concluded.
Independent racketeers who have rebelled out from under the Lyrites. Students of the CRA'AB way.
Construction project concluded.
We are with you.
Construction project concluded.
You got a problem with that, Lyrites?
Research concluded.
Actually, I have a problem with that, Lyrites. I need access to that planet. The moment my fleet gets home, finds itself, sobers up enough to be sent in a direction, to read orders, they're coming for you.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Well, I would also want to re-suppress the fortress, so research can continue. I could do that with the Federation fleet, just while it's here. Other problem people have observed, or did observe recently, that who knows, may have already been looked at Federation fleets filling up with corvettes and only corvettes? Always only corvettes. Not even necessarily advanced corvettes. Just a lot of them.
Construction project concluded. Research concluded.
Excuse me? One of our what now? We don't have slavery. How was anyone for sale? Who did that? Who sold themselves? That's weird. The robots haven't claimed their freedom yet. They also aren't for sale.
Construction project concluded.
Yeah, it was also specifically a racket. Strange times.
Construction project concluded.
Anyway, 200 Federation corvettes go pummel the enigmatic fortress. Rough it up a little.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Fleet silenced. Situation log updated. Situation log updated.
Alright, so let's try the small power surge.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
This time will be different? Crime has arrived on Scholar Dome. The vast criminal underworld. Academia. This could take down the robot factory. And the gene clinic isn't strictly necessary anymore. People arrive on Scholar Dome from elsewhere. Also, we're building robots. Gold unemployment. Powerful
Construction
stuff.
project concluded. Special project concluded.
We have entered the fortress.
Construction project
Science has
concluded.
begun. Puzzles.
Construction project concluded. Research concluded.
A lot of CRA'AB practical jokes probably involve pressurized mercury. That's just how CRA'AB do.
Situation log updated.
Powered by matter. I don't even have a skill 5 scientist active in any of my boats at the moment. Or no, I have you. At CRA'AB.
Construction
Maybe it has something to do with black
concluded.
holes, like this one, that we live over. Think about it.
Construction project concluded.
So we move on to Dominion.
Special project concluded.
Alright, we've performed heart surgery on the fortress, which has disarmed it. It's gone now. Mission accomplished.
Construction project concluded.
We have the strongest computers. Not the most theatrical
project
outcome.
concluded. Research concluded. Construction project concluded. System survey concluded. Construction project concluded.
I can just push the button. Robots. Wait. Probably, hypothetically, they're now permitted. Yes, they are now permitted. Living in abundance. This will create some housing problems. This is fine. CRA'AB will adapt. The robots no longer allow themselves to be stacked in tiny boxes. This is a sign of brave new times. Also, there we go. There's where all the consumer goods needed to be going. Robots are allowed to play football.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Henceforth, there is no longer a rule that says they can.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project
Something
concluded.
to do while we build up and then sink the tens of thousands of alloy needed for a new fleet.
Construction project concluded.
While we await the new tech.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction
While
project
CRA'AB would
concluded.
likely ambition to create mega
Construction
projects, it
project
remains
concluded.
a practicality that there's only so many CRA'AB that can be put in a space and still be expected to produce useful labor. There's diminishing returns,
Research
after
concluded.
which there's then, dissent. The conditions which produced the Great Referendum in the first place could be repeated on a grander scale,
Construction project concluded.
over and over again.
Construction project concluded.
The greatest works of CRA'AB are those which could be conducted in a competitive environment of CRA'AB against CRA'AB. Each
Construction
climbing over the
project
others in
concluded.
pursuit of a higher goal.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Beep.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
1,200 days remain.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
It is difficult for foreigners to understand the appeal of seeing the daylight over the skies of CRA'AB. The unique warmth and texture
Construction project concluded.
of picking up, you know, the gamma rays that are screaming out of the accretion disk at all times.
Initializing hostile engagement protocols.
Surviving mercenary pirate fleet. Still out on the hunt. I guess I send the Starflock after them. They're gonna be out here hassling the Golkfurki.
Research concluded.
Successes against crime. The threat of plagiarism in Scholardome is being brought under control. Yeah, to review here in the twilight years of CRA'AB. Egalitarian, militant, materialist, post-apocalyptic. Hi, Jump Drive. Hi, Jump Drive. Speaking of appreciating the beauty of seeing space and time turn themselves inside out. The definitive CRA'AB aesthetic.
Construction project concluded. Fleet silenced.
This is just them picking on reinforcement ships going into the Federation fleet. That's no concern. It keeps them in one place until a real fleet can pin them down.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, we have paid for our full order of battle. I suppose I could also afford a third main fight stag. We have limit for these things.
Research concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Yeah, we're also at the sheer number of planets where managing everything becomes a bit of a hassle. Ooh.
Construction project concluded.
Wait. Pirates isn't like regular tiny early game event pirates? Anyone still has those? In 2370? How'd that happen? A deeper mystery. How could piracy endure
Construction project
in southern
concluded.
space?
Construction project concluded.
That wild, unpinched frontier.
Construction project concluded.
A relative power rank. Okay, the Great Khan has emerged from the other pirates, the turtle pirates. Yeah, what's really hurting my influence here, my only potential rivals right now are the olds, who we are starting to catch up to, but remain big. Coming at you from out at Blorg's Bane. We'll see how well they do. They want to reach over here and make a scene. CRA'AB know what to do. I don't need this hospital on CRA'AB anymore. Probably. Or... okay, I can replace one of the Halls of Judgment. The one upgraded hall is worth more than the 2 basic halls. Tag in the stock exchange. Pull even more commerce out of CRA'AB.
Construction project concluded.
So if I attack the Lyrites over this border dispute, who joins? Well, they're considered associates with our Federation. So probably no one joins if they're counting on us for defense. We cannot attack them while they are counting on us for defense. The birds don't want to let me rescind association status. Well, may as well get the budget ready for the other Ecumen. Produce the true Scholar Dome.
Research concluded. Research concluded.
Boost housing, reduced crime, improve worker output. And then a whole point of influence. Could have been doing a whole lot for us in the background elsewhere. cruisers. Been ages. Oh, they're actually very close to us by virtue of that wormhole. Okay, forget the border skirmishes then. Let's get the fleet together and go fight the Khan. And I suppose I could also fortify this wormhole since I have an extra station spot. Build that up. The Horde's right there on our doorstep.
Research concluded.
Am I using flak or point defense?
Construction project concluded.
I'm using top level point defense. Good times sure to follow. I suppose that's a sense of just how effectively CRA'AB has conducted itself. I was sitting here getting ready for Final Crisis, and the mid-game event has finally fired.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
They have themselves a big, but it's covered in tier 3 gear, whereas we are rocking tier 5 gear.
Research concluded.
Their grandiose achievements, their new high water mark for their existence as a civilization, nothing to the ambition of CRA'AB. Full majesty of CRA'AB's being. Time is near. Was, will be again. Any day now. The indomitable purpose of CRA'AB. So, the world of CRA'AB is now encased in a mighty shell. Meet the Ecumenopolis. It has as many regular building slots as normal, but the natural districts have been replaced by more powerful districts. Your choice of 15 housing and 5 clerks, 10 housing and 10 metallurgists, 10 housing and 10 artisans, or 10 housing, 5 entertainers, and 5 culture workers. Which in our case are duelists. Big. And the nerf they've applied is making these cost exotic resources to maintain for your big fancy giga city, the largest of buildings. You can note how post-project CRA'AB has as much housing as it did before, as much amenities, as much job availability, now using only 9 out of 18 districts to do that. You had to buy 9 of these 9 super factories in district slots and use them for power. It's good stuff. And of course, I haven't used Mastery of Nature on this planet yet, or any planet, so I could just pop that down at any time and have 2 more arcology districts. The future of CRA'AB. Future that may be shared with other worlds. Yeah, somewhere in all of this, they missed a spot from which we can just sneak in 2 more district. After a recount of the megacity.
Construction project concluded.
Whoever they were, they're gone now. The Ishni Mandate. That happened? Perhaps.
Construction project concluded.
And yeah, plenty of refugees are going to be piling in
concluded.
between the ongoing aggression of the Lyrites in the immediate vicinity and then the Khan being active is going to displace a lot of people.
A declaration of war has been announced. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Alright, the first two main fleets will ride on out there and meet the new neighbors. Strange new horizons, festivity. What does my defense platform look like right now? Just medium tier 5 guns. Not a bad look.
Construction project concluded.
Many deals with many guns. Yeah, you aren't settled on any planets. Living that nomad life as you do.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
The definitive measure of how far CRA'AB has come as an entity, a thinking being.
Construction project concluded.
Creature whose will shapes their environment. CRA'AB has learned to pinch orb.
Construction project concluded.
May as well fortify these millions of tiny planets and make the home system just completely impossible to move through. No traffic through CRA'AB. Just can't be done. Unemployment has managed to emerge on CRA'AB. Yeah, silver unemployment. just restore CRA'AB's role as an industrial center.
Research concluded. Construction project concluded.
It has been brought. These are truly the strongest engines. So let's go ahead and populate the ion cannon design, in case I build one.
Research concluded. Construction project concluded.
The ability to designate resort planets.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Yes, that was quite one-sided. Fine illustration of the, like, fundamental balance problem in the old timed strategy scenarios. Unless some factor restricts one side's ability to leverage power against the other, like some sort of width of the battlefield,
Construction project concluded.
then numerical advantage scales up geometrically instead of linearly. And numeric advantage now thus becomes numeric advantage later, increasingly so. This pile over here is the only real threat, by the looks of it. Which makes it a good thing that the Starflock is here to be thrown into the grinder. Right on time.
Construction project concluded.
Yeah, 8th Assault Force. Jump out here so I can keep track of you.
Research concluded. Construction project concluded.
And monitor this pretty closely. There's the main force.
Construction project concluded. Research concluded.
Could just as well settle that.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
And yeah, I've now bludgeoned them
Construction
out of their
project
own
concluded.
capital system.
Construction project concluded.
Between the nanobots and the regenerating hulls. Yeah, hey, same hat.
Construction project concluded.
Nice space hole. There's the Khan's personal fleet. It's not the largest of them, but there he is, rank 10 out of 6, Super General. That is the strongest turtle.
Construction project concluded.
Continue purchasing art, naturally.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Yeah, the third fleet, you know, the third 8th fleet, the 3/8 fleet, that will do cleanup of these reserve targets.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Faith is nearly ready to get out here.
Construction project concluded.
We've already adopted the opposite of Clone Army. We don't need many otherwise identical CRA'AB. We've instead favored comparatively few remarkably large artisan CRA'AB. Hey boats, why aren't you fighting these? You're in combat. You're over here. They're over. Why have you forgotten what fighting is, boats? This is not time for dancing. Well, it is, but, you know, forward, closer to the enemy. Dance within cannon range.
Construction project concluded.
Just go ahead and restart that then. Perhaps the party will rage on. Who knows? None of these fleets know what's happening. Or wait. No. Yes? No. Yes. Okay, the battle they were in successfully ended. Maybe? Please.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Alright, maybe if I force the Corvettes to move into gun range.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
It is possible that these ships, their like real position is somewhere else that's bugged out. That might be it. Those are ghosts. Those transports.
Construction project concluded. Striking hostile station. Initializing hostile engagement protocols.
Okay, yeah, that's the backup fleet getting to its target. Now, where are the main fleets going to end up next year? Because, yeah, retreat, still just bad. Still just bad. They'll probably go all the way back to CRA'AB.
Construction project concluded.
And every ship that was earmarked to reinforce them just gets lost to the abyss.
Research concluded. Striking hostile station.
Autocannon, Disruptor, and Flak isn't a bad loadout. That and an Afterburner. That is a decent Corvette.
Concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Initial colonization
500
phase
mode
commencing.
stockpile.
All systems nominal.
And 500 crystals, so I could jam on that. And that. Gun up, beam up. Get all those moving in the general direction of the front.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Need either of my other fleets back. Piracy patrols.
Construction project concluded. Research concluded.
It's a mechanic that has regressed. Taken an element of the game and thrown it way back. Deep into the past.
Construction project concluded.
What happened is that piracy patrols exist at all. Hey, let's require you to manually micromanage having your fleets drive back and forth along specific lines by selecting ships and pushing buttons.
Receiving transmission. Fleet silenced.
The upgrade would be to refit all of these with jump drives. That's what's waiting to get thrown around here.
Construction project concluded.
But do I necessarily need
Construction
to
project
bother with that?
concluded.
Maybe not. This isn't really a
Construction
situation where I'm
project
going to be
concluded.
making tactical jumps.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Research concluded.
These especially hefty battleship that are mostly... It's mostly they're a shitload of hull, is the value they bring to the field. They're very large. And that's it.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Criminal empires could also use attention. The principle of the megacorp as like, okay, here's a thing that exists, you know, symbiotically with another entity. That's neat and all. Crime then adds to that by being an annoyance. By being a massive pain. Well, not even a terribly great pain. Crime isn't even an interesting parasite. For the most part.
Construction project concluded.
Yes, the Khan himself is over there. And my B fleet is managing to cut through most of the meat of his home guard.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Well then. A fine victory here. I can use the Federation fleets to clean things up, and then I guess after the main fleets have had their upgrades, they'll go after the Khan.
Construction project concluded.
There is a truce among the scholars. There is order in the dome.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Yeah, something is going very wrong with what the fleet manager even is. It's hemorrhaging extra ships into existence in places. How is this on the table? Like, it can be seen plainly, like, my plans for my own fleet are 300 points of ship of the line for fighting, and then, like, 120, 150 in patrol fleets? No more than 200 in patrol fleets. And, like, Fed ships are supposed to count against the Fed fleet cap, not your personal fleet cap. You contribute some of your fleet cap to the Federation to pay for that. no Federation ship should be appearing in my count. Because my count is for my ships.
Construction project concluded. Initial colonization phase complete. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Alright, once we have 15 people here, we can declare a resort.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Or no, the planet size needs to be greater than that. This is too small to be a resort. Well, yes, it's just a normal planet then, unless I do the other magic. Although, +2 max districts does not act on this number or on this number. Where else could I declare a resort? Do I have any exactly size 15 planets that I'm willing to abandon otherwise? Not really, no. Planets have important work to do. .200 influence is worth launching my other archaeology project, which also, by the way, perfect habitability. The Ecumen is a Gaia, but for industry. A metal planet.
Fleet enhancement supplied. Fleet enhancement supplied. Fleet enhancement supplied.
New conventional engines were also in that upgrade list. Okay, that's a regular polity over there. That's not the Khan having claimed some territory. There's some kind of rebel group, I guess, or someone else who has probed the wormhole. Who are the Bavlier?
Construction project concluded.
You folks over here. Reasonably wide regional power. Scorpio's another LSD planet. Nice. Acceptable. Alright, you may be the greatest space warrior in the history of all peoples. Allegedly, Turtle King. But what if I cover you in bees? What if I just drown you in bees? Can your turtle skill withstand 10,000 bees? Behind every blade of grass, a bee with a gun. Even now, he is gathering a new fleet somewhere, maybe? Who knows? It's fine. That last bit, probably made up. Probably not real. Yeah, pretty sure that is actually his end, without any raiders to re-emerge from. And with that, the event concludes.
Construction project concluded.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to be gained from waiting to see which final crisis would afflict itself on this galaxy. Could be meat, could be ghosts, could be shapes. Would meet defeat upon encountering CRA'AB.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
And would involve putting up with, like, another century of the increasingly unstable, all manner of things snowballing. And all the story has been told. For 200 years and for thousands more.
Research concluded.
The time of CRA'AB.